Good evening. Oh, we're finally live. What the heck is going on, you guys? Hello, everybody, peoples, everybody, whoever is watching. Hey. Yeah. And it just showed up that I think that it says that I'm live. Even my phone said I'm live. All right, that's great. Everything is working out as planned so far. And So we just made, I'm a pure, and I know I'm gonna get flack for this. That's right. I like my pumpkin spice lattes, and to make it more affordable and also not so sugary, I have taking my pumpkin spice lattes home, meaning that I'm making them at home, but they are still so I'm using the K cups from Starbucks, and then I'm using the caramel Starbucks zero zero sugars caramel macchiato creamer, and then I'm putting it together, and I'm getting yeah yeah my pumpkin spice latte on, and nothing better to drink it in than my yes, my cup from, my Disney cup with Halloween stitch. Mm, it tastes so good. It tastes so good. Anyways, so it's been I don't know that I've ever gone I think I went live the last time I was live was a while ago, and I've made some videos recently in regards to, I went live, and I went live and had the, I was talking about specifically about information paralysis. Um, so basically, it was a term you could listen to my definition of it, um, but, it's something that I keyed. It's a term that I created, and, I think it's something that you should go watch, and I think it's a great video. It's probably not gonna be the most popular thing on the internet, but it's a term that I keyed myself, that, I kinda came up with called information paralysis. So anyways, it's an interesting thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's so want to go over some sports because everybody likes sports. That's a good thing. So all year long, I have been keeping track of my Detroit Tigers. And if you look, um, I've always been a Tigers fan. I went to Tigers games back in Detroit when my dad would take me back when the Tigers Stadium was around, and then we went to the last game of the Detroit Tigers in Tiger Stadium, and then we went to the very first game in Comerica Park when it first opened. That was something new. And so we always went to the baseball games, and I haven't been to a baseball game since the beginning of the pandemic. And so and I haven't gone to one since. But I do watch it on TV. I was really upset, really devastated because my cable provider, who was Comcast, said that they were on the outs with Bally Sports, who is the regional sports network provider for the Tigers. And now they recently ironed it out and they're back having the games there. But I was like, oh gosh, I had Xfinity streaming and I couldn't watch the Tigers. And I was like, oh man, what do I do? What do I do? So I yeah. I switched right on over to Direct TV Stream, which is it was something that that's expensive also. And I'll be making just to give you a heads up, I'm going to be making a video in the next few days about cable service and streaming service, but why you actually still have to have a streaming service and the cable service together. And that'll be a video of my opinion in the future, in the very near future, within probably before Tuesday, it will be out. So I'm not going to go down that rant, everything about cable TV and streaming services and whatnot. So I keep up with the Tigers. Every year I print out the schedule of the games. We used to get this. We used to get the schedule. It came out. They have the Red Wings and the Tigers. So if you did not know, the Tigers are owned by the Ilitch family, and so is the Red Wings, the Detroit Red Wings. They own two franchises, sports franchises. And so when you go to Little Caesars, they have the Tigers stuff there. They have the Tigers schedule and whatnot. I do not pick up. It's a little thing, you fold it out. You've seen one of those before. But I like printing out. I have a laser color printer. Looks fantabulous. I keep track. And I have it on my whiteboard over that away, where everything is magnetically connected to I have it up on my whiteboard by a magnet. So the Tigers a few years ago were going through a large slump. And we also had Miguel Cabrera just retire. So the Tigers are kind of, they're in a slump. And this year, they seem to turn it around. I don't follow baseball. I used to follow a lot of sports and keep up with all the teams and watch all the games, but I don't know what's happened. I'm more of a listener of the games than a watcher. And then you got to keep the names in your head, the lineup. And if you go to games, it's much easier because you see the batters and you get the faces with the names, and you have their own music when they come to the plate, whatnot. So I guess I'm a fan, but I'm not a expert connoisseur. I guess a expert of the Tigers, but I am a fan. So they do have these. They are down. They turn themselves around, like in the middle of right before the All-Star break. The Tigers started winning quite a bit, and since the All-Star break, they have really, really improved. They are looking like a playoff team, except if they would have done this earlier, they would probably be in the wild card playoffs. But now it is down to the wire, and they are 2.5 games short of the playoffs, and they may or may not make it. They have to get Minnesota to lose. They have to pray that somebody is going to be beating the Minnesota Twins, and that probably may or may not work, or that may or may not happen. So we'll actually have to see how it goes, because they have no games left this week. Okay, it is September. This week on the 15th, which is today, they played Baltimore and they won. And then they have Kansas City, 3 games there. And then they play Baltimore again at Baltimore, 3 games. and then they have Tampa Bay for 3 games, and then, which is at home. Maybe Adam the Woo is gonna fly to Detroit. I know he's not going to, but I'm just saying. And then the Chicago White Sox, and then that's the end of the season on the 30th. On the 29th is the last game for the Tigers. Yeah. So they don't play Minnesota, and I can't remember who Minnesota is playing. I think maybe Cleveland or something like that. I don't remember. But Cleveland has been doing as well. I mean, leading. They've been leading for a while there. Um. So there is. Oh yeah, let's try this. We're gonna try this. This is they've improved StreamYards. If you did not know, StreamYards is getting more expensive if you're a StreamYards user. But at and the very same time as that's getting more expensive, um, the that they've made some improvements here with screen shares, by the way, which is a good thing, you know. It's a very good thing, and it is a great thing. So let's see here. So what I'm going to attempt to do here is show you some yeah, I get a lot of I get Google alerts that have Disney stories on them, and some days, even for days on end, you have the same Disney news. There's so much Disney news, but it seems to appear to be a lot of the same stuff, other than the typical people that are sharing food items and what the crowd sizes are. But the most important news, usually, so um, hmm, let's see here. There was an article. Let's see here. Oh, we'll go back over here. I don't know what. Here is an interesting. I'm sure people were just can't wait to get some of these things. Let's present a screen share here. We want to find the screen. Find the screen. Oh, where is it? I know this is bad. I'm not a really expert at this, really, to be honest. Oh, Chrome tab. Oh, well, okay. So I don't know how this is going to look a bit. We'll just go at it however it looks. Um, yeah, we don't want the ads there. So, we wanted this story here. We have the This is the Haunted Mansion USB powered diffuser. If anybody knows what a diffuser is, I think it's one of those sense diffusers. And it's $69.99. You're getting a deal because it's only 99 cents. I'm just saying. But the mansion diffuser is now available at Walt Disney World, and the diffuser depicts the gargoyle candle operas as scenes in the stretching room of the haunted mansion with both Walt Disney World and Disneyland, and the USB diffuser with Foxwood base and brass finish on the gargoyle. The scents drift from each of the candles. While the item includes a USB cable, it does not include water or essential oils, which are necessary to operate the diffuser. So if you're into these, here's these things right here, by the way. And if you the gargoyles on the top, and as you see here in the picture right here, here are the gargoyles. If you are not a an oil sense person, because there's a lot of people who don't like oil diffusers. They like, because of the diffusers they could leak or whatever. But I think that's kind of cool. They won't be up in the I don't believe you'd have them on your wall unless you had like a wall plug way up high or something like that. I couldn't imagine that. Just saying. Um, but yeah, let's go over here. What else is um after hours, they just come back, trying to entice people to come back to Walt Disney World. I don't think that the crowds are really in depletion, but they have come back with a lot of things these days, giving discounts on resort stays, and they brought back the Disney after hours. They've released a schedule of Moonlight Magic Hours for DVC for 2025 already. Um, but the after hours revealed for Magic Kingdom and Epcot and Hollywood Studios. Why aren't we? Oh, yeah, okay. And the let's see here. But let's look at some of these events that begin January 6th at 10 p.m. and go to 1 a.m. That's pretty late, by the way. 1 o'clock in the morning. $175 for a 2-hour stint of having the park almost be empty. I mean, there's going to be people that are be paying $185 at tops, right? And the Magic Kingdom, Epcot is going to be the same. It's going to be a little bit lower, tops out at $175. Disney Hollywood Studios is $185. $185. And they have all the dates here. This can be found on World of Walt. They break it down for you, by the way. I've never been to this website just till just now. The World of Walt. Anyhow, so for sure, I have to say that 2 hours, you can get a lot accomplished. This is from 10 the Magic Kingdom events in January begin at 10 o'clock till 1 a.m. That's 3 hours. 3 hours of time. So that's not bad. Not bad. 3 hours of time to do extra things. And I think you also get however many Mickey bars and Mickey sandwiches and ice cream sandwiches and Cokes and everything else like that. They include, I believe they're going to be still giving those away for free. Popcorn, I know that was a thing too. So popcorn, ice cream, Cokes, and low crowds. I mean, what else could you get for $185? It's a steal. I've done it before. Yes, if you have 4 kids and you go one night, I mean, you're talking about 6 people. at $200, that's $1,200. You're like, whoa, wait a minute, I mean, but it, and they may have special characters. Who knows? I think I, I can't remember. I think it was around the same cost before. Maybe it was like $130 or something, 140. But that's something else. Um, let's see here. Sweeping changes to the Seas Pavilion. Epcot animals are moving. Tours ending and and I never had read this yet. Animals moving. Tours ending and suspending. Um. There's about to be a sea change at the Living Seas Pavilion in Epcot. Is embarking on an infrastructure work and is revealing its rosters of mammals in the 5.7 million gallon aquarium. If you have not seen the aquarium, then it's something else to see. If you have not seen that aquarium, it is it's you first of all, it's the same aquarium that you could eat next to, by the way, if you did not know that. Um they're saying, okay, so what are they gonna do? The post covers the animals that will be permanently relocated, along with the resulting suspension of the end of certain tours of the seas, and with Nemo and Friends, plus our common. Let's see here. The manatee and the three dolphins soon will be moving out of Epcot Aquarium habitat. Walt Disney World announced, and this is coming of a result of recommendations by aquatic animal organizations. Wow. So no longer will they have the dolphins there, as well as state and federal agencies who said that. Disney indicates the changes are due to infrastructure work, but also that they're making changes that require careful thought, prioritizing of the well-being of the sensitive marine animals. Yeah. So you're not going to be able to see the uh, manatee or the dolphins anymore. They're all being relocated somewhere else, not in the Walt Disney World aquarium. According to Walt Disney World, Lou will move to his new home in September the 11th. That's like already passed a couple of days ago. And soon after Lou's location, the manatee will come to Epcot as a companion to Little Joe. And renaming the manatee in the Living Seas Pavilion will greatly miss Big Lou. Sounds like one of those commercials. Big Lou. Call Big Lou now to get great savings. Okay, sorry. It just sounds like one of those commercials. Um, so it says, we look forward to aiding another manatee in the next stage of the rehabilitation as we continue to do our part with addressing the manatee crisis in Florida, which has been declining the manatee population in the next few years. Now, if you did not know, here's another thing to explain to you is that the they have, just like the animal kingdom itself, which the safari is considered a zoo. The I would suspect the aquarium is something along the same lines as the zoo. It may be part of the same zoo kind of thing in Majiggy, where they, even though it's an aquarium that's not inside of the animal kingdom per se, but you could, because the animals could be on display as part of the entire campus of Disney World, which would then make them like part of the zoological portion of Disney's facilities. Just in case you didn't know that. So they could be helping. Well, a lot of zoos, what they do is they try to help out extinction of animals, eagles, birds, mammals, and such forth. by providing environments where they will, reproduce offspring and grow the population of animals that are not doing so well. Just so you know. Okay. The dolphins will have been part of the living sea since 1986, so it's a massive change. And yeah, that's interesting stuff. So if you didn't know that, and then I'm pretty sure the rest of the fish and everything will be back eventually. They'll be back. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Okay, so that was that. We get a drink of the pumpkin spice right now. So good. So good. So, let's go over here. If you did not know, I guess Disney World is going to be having a Disney Starlight Parade. At Walt Disney is seeking characters of these character performers, parade performers, and look-alike performers with a potential opportunity to be part of the recently announced Disney Starlight Parade. Probably heard about it at D23. The Starlight Parade actually sounds a lot better than the Electric Parade, the one that they used to have. Even though that's the Main Street Electrical Parade is a parade that I'm sure that many lots of people really miss, and they've been talking about bringing that back. But yeah, they're looking, they're looking to fulfill these roles. The posting is not only for Disney's Starlight Parade, but opportunities across the resort, including character greets and sightings, as well as other parade shows. Auditions for this specific call will be held in New York City at Pearl Studios on Tuesday, October 3rd at 10 a.m. in New York. They need male performers from four and female presenter form performers 4'8" to 6'3". So if you're over 6'3", or smaller or shorter than 4'8", which is pretty short, to be honest. Um, and that's I I don't know many people that are shorter than that. I'm sure there are. And if you are even shorter than that, I hope that are able to get a job as a performer also. But or super tall. You could be 7 or 8 foot tall and needed in a movie somewhere. But you must be 18 years of age and authorized to work in the United States. And addition opportunities not open to the current performers, by the way. So if you're performing somewhere else, you cannot perform. They're not looking for you to be recast somewhere else. The parade will be brought to life by the Blue Fairy by the Blue Fairy from Pinocchio and feature characters from Peter Pan, Encanto, Frozen, and more. And Disney had said that the new parade will continue the nighttime spectacular. That's spectacular legacy started by the Main Street Electrical Parade, using the latest in technology to tell the stories about the characters that you love. And Disney Starlight Parade will premiere at the Magic Kingdom next summer. That's right. I'm sure everybody is looking forward to next summer's Starlight Parade. So they're working on it, people. Stand by. Just pixie dust is falling as we speak. The parade is being checked out. Everybody likes a good Jack o' lantern, but the new Mickey Jack o' lantern sipper is now at Walt Disney World. Look, I'm going to tell you right now. I see this sipper, okay, and I have to say that I'm happy that they're giving a pumpkin sipper, but I still like the orange bird better. I'm just saying. It's and add a non-alcohol beverage for one time for an additional $12.79. Here's the sipper again. Here is um it has a hole there. Probably comes with its own straw to begin out with. Don't lose your straws. So yeah, and how much are they? They are a whopping uh oh, it did not say. Oh, okay. The Mickey Jack-o'-lantern sipper is $12.79. Okay. That's pretty cool. And it does super lights up from the inside, illuminating the curved features, and orange straw pops out of the top. Pops. Maybe it's retractable. That's pretty cool. Retractable. Retractable straw included. Everybody is upset because Disney World is replacing one of its most enchanting attractions with the one of its worst franchises. Depends on who you are, by the way. Disney fans are, they're talking about Cars. Cars is replacing. They say what the Muppets, maybe, I don't know. But you know, here's what I got to say about this. Okay, look. Um, Kids love cars. It's just one of those things. Kids love cars. And the Muppets, the Muppets are cool. I like the Muppets. We grew up with the Muppets. They had the Muppets were on TV back in the 80s. Cars, everybody loves cars. Not just little boys, but little girls love cars. And I'm going to tell you about now, right? They just don't get kids just don't get the Muppets, probably. They're not like, Fozzie Wozzie Bear or Kermit the Frog or Miss Piggy or Gonzo or whoever else. That's just a thing for us people who are in our midlife crises, right? So it's, I mean, you knock down, you move. I would move. Okay, this is just me. I would move where Stitch used to be. I would make the Muppets there. Or if you're going to be getting rid of Figment, the Figment ride, why don't you move the Muppets over there? And they could have the doctor that like the doctor could be keep like, intertwine Figment and the doctor. What's his name? Doctor Beaker. You know. Anyways, that's just a thought to me. I mean, I'm just saying. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, so we've been at this about 30 minutes. I thought I would go live, see what happens, see who's there, who's not there, whatever. We're going to be scheduling another live. This is like the first live that I've done. This is what we do. I talk about Disney stories, talk a little bit about the sports, the Detroit sports. I tell you about what's happened in Detroit. Um, Not exciting. Not as exciting as what this channel's about, even though that I'm going to be bringing you more about what's going on in Detroit. Um, I want to show you some things in Detroit first and kind of like ease it into there. But yeah, so let me stop with that. Let me bring it. Yeah, so we're going. That's one of the things. One of the things that I want to do here, and we can make history on this channel and whatnot. So next time we're going to be I don't know what we're going to be talking about next time, but there's going to be this is going to be a weekly deal. The time it will probably be on Sunday. I'm going to be keeping this going on uh, probably I I don't know what day. It's gonna be either Sunday or Monday, but just keep abreast. That's why you press the notification bell, you know what I'm saying? So, that's yeah, just keep your notification bells on. Make sure that you've already pressed that subscribe button because that's super important too, to get to make sure that you know when everything's going on. It's completely free and you support us for free by just mashing the subscribe button. We really appreciate all of our current subscribers. Thank you very much for being a current subscriber. And by the way, I think, eventually here in a few weeks after we have a few lives, what we're gonna do is have a, we're gonna give a I have some special things that we can give away. Anyways, in the future, we might have a giveaway. Um, that's if we have enough people watching, that is, for a giveaway. Okay, not to entice you, just for the giveaways. But, yeah, a lot is going on at Disney, a lot of changes that are not happening, a lot of changes that are happening, a lot of things that, may not, straight out make sense to you happening. But yeah, it's a great day, um, and I look forward to it. As a DVC member, I think the changes that are coming out for the future of the next generation of Disney fans who are younger people who might be attracted to things that they grew up with, not what we grew up with, will be something for their memories. So we have to adapt to what's coming and understand that we there may not be enough space for everything, but we have to remember that those young fans who grew up on things like Cars, who grew up on things like Monsters University, who grew up on other things and the original some of the original things that we did like the Muppets, that those people have some of their dreams represented and their what they were brought up on represented there at the Disney parks. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Have a great one. And for now, as you know, over and out.